This lesson comes from Job, the first chapter, starting at the first verse. There was a man in the land of Uz, whose name was Job. It was a perfect man and upright, one that feared God and then run from evil. And there was born unto him 7 sons and 3 daughters. His substance was also 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 500 yokes and ox, and 500 she-asses, and a very great household, so that this man was greater than all the men of Egypt in the east. His name went feasting. His son went feasting, and their house everyone on his day called for their 3 sisters. And verse 6, it says, now there was a day when the Son of God came to the presence of them before the Lord, and Satan came also among them. And the Lord said unto Satan, where come thou then, Satan? Answered the Lord and said, from there and there from in earth, walking about and fall and down the earth. And the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him than the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that fear God and escape evil? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, does Job fear God for nothing? Hast thou not made hedges about him, about his house, and about all that he has? On every side thou hast blessed the work of his hand. His substance is increased in the land. Put forth thy hand now, and touch all that he has, and he will curse thee to thy face. And the Lord said unto Satan, behold that he had, all is in their power, only do not touch him. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord. And there was a day when the sons and daughters was eating, drinking wine, and their elder brother hot. And then came a message unto Job and said, the ark was plotted in the ass feeding beside them, and the salt of it fell upon them and took them away. They had slanted the suburb with the edge of the sword. I only escaped to tell thee. While he was yet speaking, there came also another, and said, the fire of God fell from heaven, and had burned the sheep, and served and consumed them, and I only escaped alone to tell thee. While he was yet speaking, there came also another, and said, the Syrians had made out their hands, and fell among the camels, and had carried them away also. And the edge of the sword, I only escaped to tell thee. While he was yet speaking, there came also another, and said, thy sons and thy daughter was eating and drinking wine in their elder brother house. And behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness, and smote the four corners of the house, and it fell upon the young men, and they are dead. I only escaped alone to tell thee. And Job arose and rent his mantle, and shaved his head, and fell down on the ground, and worshiped, and said, naked I came out of my mother's womb, and naked shall I return tidings. The Lord gave, and the Lord had taken away. Blessed be the Lord in the name of the Lord. God wants us to hold on to Him, no matter what happened to us. God do everything for His own reason, not for us to see.